Hello and welcome back to Vanilla and Company, and Merry Christmas. If you've been here the last couple of days, you know that we're on our Vlogmas journey, and it's been quite an adventure. I didn't expect it to be as hard as it is with the time and just coming up with ideas, but ultimately I just wanted to push myself to do this because there are things that I wanted to do anyway, like decorating or just sharing some thoughts with you. And today we're actually going to be sharing some very unique gift ideas. Gift giving has turned into something that it shouldn't be. It's very stressful, it can be expensive, and really all we're trying to do is show the people that we love that we're thinking about them during this holiday season. And it feels that with all of the chaos of the culture of having to buy the best, most expensive thing, it kind of takes the fun and the joy out of gift giving. So today I'm hoping to alleviate some of that stress by sharing some ideas of things that I think are unique and thoughtful. Okay, so my first idea is for your book lover. This is a personal library kit, and it has everything that you would need to start your own little library or to just organize your own little library. This is great if you also like to share your books, because we know that sometimes we don't always get those back. I'm very guilty of forgetting to return something, not because I want to keep it, but simply I just forgot. This takes a little bit of the awkwardness out of remembering that it's not your book. You'll open it and you'll be like, oh, this belongs to so-and-so because they've already marked their little library. It has the return stickers that you can place in the books. It has your little receipt that you could keep, and the date, and a stamper and a pencil. And I think this is just such a cute gift for any book lover of any age. I think they would really appreciate this. My next gift is for those who have creatives in their lives, particularly those who like to draw and paint. One thing that I think people who don't do those things as hobbies that they don't realize is that the quality matters. It's not just about the price point, but there are some mid-level quality, mid-level price point items that you could consider getting for your loved ones. For example, if they're really into color pencil, Prismacolor is a really good brand to get. It's a good starter brand, and a 24-pack of colors goes really far. Make sure to get them a sharpener, and make sure you get them the right kind of paper. So it'll, a mixed media paper would be fine. If you want to get really fancy and pay by the sheet, then you want to get cold pressed paper for color pencil, for the most part. You can also get them a set of paints, watercolor or acrylic, and really there you just want to make sure that the brushes are of a little bit higher quality. The paints are a little bit more forgiving as far as their quality goes. We also have, I recently got this for myself. This is an oil pastel set. With the pastels, you don't want to go too cheap because then you're basically coloring with chalk, and that's not the point. So those are some things that you can get really creative in your life, and if you want to make a little set out of it, just ask your local art store associate what paper would work best for this. Do they need any other tools like sharpeners or little blending tools or a special eraser? And you can make a little gift set for them and not just the one item, and it'll show that you put in effort because it did take some effort, and again, that you thought of them. So my third category is for the plant lovers in your life. Now this is going to vary. Not everyone is a gardener and not everyone is a houseplant person. They're not one and the same, but I'll give you a couple ideas. So for your wannabe gardener or your starting gardener, if they've already had their hand in a little bit of gardening this season, maybe it's their first seasoning trying, I would definitely recommend getting them a set of seeds. Now there are places online where you can buy whole sets of seeds like Botanical Interest, but you can also create your own set, and this would really depend on the person's interest. But if you were to ask me on someone who might like to eat from their garden and also see the flowers, I would definitely start with some basic herbs that are easy to start, like mint and chamomile. Rosemary and lavender are not that easy to start, and you can do some easy vegetables like cucumber, tomatoes, peppers. Those are always great starter plants. Cabbage, onions sometimes. And for flowers, marigolds, zinnias, sunflowers, those are all really easy to start, and I think those would make for a great beginner gardener, and if your person was like me and thought they didn't need flowers in their garden, I promise you, once they start growing, they will be so thankful. One, because it attracts a lot of pollinators, which help pollinate the vegetables, or the flowers for the vegetables, and two, they just bring so much joy. I didn't realize that I cared for flowers until they started growing in my garden. I can recommend 3 seed companies that I personally buy from, and the first one is Botanical Interest. They always have really high quality seeds. I've never had an issue with germination unless it was just a difficult plant to start in the first place, again, like lavender. But I've never had any problems with germination as long as I'm doing everything right. And there are plenty of YouTube videos for that. You can watch my seed starting video actually if you would like to get into that. The second seed company that I could recommend is Southern Exposure Seed Exchange. This company also has really high quality seeds. I haven't had any issues with germination, even when the seeds are a couple years old. And the last company, this one I'm still trying out, so I won't say I recommend it, but I got it, is the Eden Brothers Seed Company. I just bought seeds from them this year. Like, these are my first ever pack of seeds that I'm gonna buy from them. I just bought tulips from them, also in another video that you can see up here. But I'm hoping they're good, but at least the first 2 are tried and true for me. And you can also buy them a seed starting kit, which includes like the trays and the bottom trays also with the lid. And that would be like a really good gift for someone who is like starting to get their hands dirty with gardening. I would really appreciate that, and I'm sure they would too. Now, if you've got a lot of time and you're patient and you know that the receiver of this gift would really appreciate it, you can always do a handcrafted item. I personally love to make art. You can see that I made this in one of my last videos just to bring some nativity decor into my house. Honestly, it took me quite a bit of time, and I did put a lot of effort into this. I think if someone that you know would appreciate your art, I think giving them an art piece is not a bad idea, because if they know you, they know the kind of time and the effort that you put into making something like that. Okay, so now this next category is maybe something you'll either really love to do or not have the patience to do it. But I love to do it, and the next category are thrifted gifts or vintage market gifts. I think you can really find some hidden treasures in there, and this is not like, oh, I'm too cheap to give you a gift, so I thrifted one. No, like, I'm talking about things that even if you wanted to buy them in the store, you would have a hard time finding them. A couple of things that I have that are thrifted that I would have loved to receive as a gift if I hadn't found it myself are these. So one of my first ones is this beautiful frame that has dried flowers in it. It's like 3 dimensions, like they're real dried flowers. And I think this is absolutely beautiful. I treasure it so much. It's such a special, unique gift. Like, someone took the time to put all of those little dried flowers in their place and handpicked every single one so that they would make a beautiful arrangement. My second thrifted find, that again, I would love this as a gift, is this frame thingy. And it's beautiful. Like, look at the detail on that. But yeah, something like this would make a great gift too. This one is not for everyone, I'm aware. But when I saw this, I fell in love with the frame, and I fell in love with the little angels. These little God-sent angels just watch over my home. So this next find, I don't think a lot of people know about this, but I've started collecting music boxes with like horses or unicorns. I think they're so magical. I had one when I was a kid, and then once I started shopping for my own, I just started collecting them as I found them, because I'm obsessed with like music boxes, like the actual function of it and the sound of it. And then who could not love horses and unicorns? This is my favorite one. I have a couple, I think I'm up to 4 that I've collected on my own now. And I just think this is gorgeous. Oh, this one's kind of broken. That's why it was on sale at the vintage store, but if I hold it. And my last find that I think someone would be really excited about from the thrift store is this thing called a stellar scope. It's meant to, I don't know. I actually don't know what it's for. Look at the stars or chart them or something. But I mean, all the pieces are in here, and you're supposed to be able to chart things. I actually bought this one for my sister. So I think the thrifted gifts are easily overlooked but can be so cherished if they're picked out correctly. And of course, like, it's not like a first option, right? I've collected all these things kind of as I go, and I've given some things to like my mom or my sister that just made me think of them, and it wasn't just some like random like used something. It was something special. So don't sleep on the thrifted gifts. And finally, the last thing that I want to show you is, ta-da! Actually, I haven't opened it yet. I was waiting to open it with you all to show you. So it's a planner. And you may be saying, Amy, a planner? That's what you were excited about? Let me tell you, yes. So first of all, okay, this is not sponsored because who's gonna sponsor someone with 30 subscribers? But first of all, it's an undated planner. So for the person who's been trying to get their life together but can't get it together enough to be able to use a dated planner, this is it. This is it. They have a lot of ways that you can customize it. They don't have a lot of undated planner options, but they have a lot of add-ins. But there's other places where you can get undated planners. Amazon, I've seen them in stores as well. But for me, this is it. I bought the leather one. And this one already comes with some tabs. Oh, this is closed. But it's fully undated, and I bought some add-ins, a cooking add-in to plan like for recipes, to plan meals. And I got more tabs, and then this is just also some extra pages. So I essentially made my own custom planner that's undated, so if I don't use it all in 1 year, that's okay. I can just continue to use it, and I don't have to waste like half a planner. So these are some of my gift ideas, and if you were struggling, I hope this helps alleviate some of the stress that can come with the season. But ultimately, we must remember that the greatest gift of all was the birth of our Savior, Jesus Christ. And we are so thankful for this season, and I hope that you all enjoy the rest of your day. Merry Christmas and Happy Holidays.